What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at the fastest way to get to Champions League at any skill level. Whether you're terrible, good, decent, or a pro, maybe not a pro, but even if you're terrible, following the steps in this video will get you to Champions League. In this video we will be breaking down the best game mode to use, any changes that have been made to Arena, and also how to actually play the game. And by following this video, you will get to Champions League. Without further ado, let's get into the changes that have been made. Alright guys, so there pretty much have not been any changes to the formats. You need 7,500 points, so pretty much every single game are gonna be played the exact same, if not easier, because it's a new season and it's pretty late on in the season. But apart from that, it's the exact same thing. But you need to play more. It used to be 6,000 points, now it's 7,500, so you do have to play a bit more, but the games should be quite easy to play. So all you have to do is put some extra hours in. So guys, don't demotivate yourself. But let's go into which game modes you should be playing. So guys, there are 3 different game modes in the new chapter that you can play competitively, which are solos, duos, and trios. We will be discussing which one you should use to get to champs fast, rather than just tell you which ones you should use, because it's a bit more complicated. I will briefly explain all the formats, starting with solos and ending with trios. This is the current format used in solos. As you can see, eliminations start at 20 and then go to 15 when you get into Contenders League. Solos is the most way to get points for every elimination, so 20 is the most you can get in Opens League and 15 is the most you can get outside of Opens League. And you might look at this and think, wow, solos are amazing to play, let me go play some solos. But guys, I'm going to tell you right now that is definitely not the way you should be playing solos and should be playing Arena. So you might be wondering, so what is the best way to get to Champions League? Well, for that, let's start looking at duos. As you guys can see again, the format on screen for duos, and you might notice straight away that the eliminations is the same in Opens League. Therefore, this is the best way to get out of Opens League. And I know they do drop from 20 to 10 points when you get out of Opens League, but to get out of Opens League, I do highly suggest that you play duos. But you might be wondering, how do I get out of Contenders League? Because most people are stuck in Contenders League. How do you get out of Contenders League? That's a good question. But to answer that, we'll have to look at trios. As you can see for the third time, the format is on screen. And in Opens League, you do get 15 points. Therefore, I said duos was the best. But you will notice that you get the same amount, 10 points, after you get out of Opens League. But why is trios the best for getting out of Contenders League? Well, trios is a more chilled game mode because people are playing with their friends, and I personally believe it is much easier to get eliminations in trios. So therefore, I do suggest playing trios to get out of Contenders League. So, if I did not make it clear, to get out of Open League, you should aim to play duos, but you can also play trios, and the second you get out of Open League, I would suggest to play trios. Why? Because of how easy it is to get kills in trios compared to other game modes. Also, Epic added one change in particular which makes trios a lot better, and that is double rebooting or double reviving someone. It just makes the situation a lot easier and a lot quicker, and you can revive mid-fight a lot faster. So guys, now you know which game mode to play. Let's quickly look at what guns you should be using. Alright guys, now that I've told you which game mode to play, you might think, what gun should I have in my inventory? And this does come down to personal preferences, but there are a couple of guns which I do suggest that you use. And the first one is, of course, the Stinger SMG. This gun is really good from medium range and godly at close range. But you might be wondering, what shotgun do I use with it? Well, some people don't even use a shotgun, but I suggest you should use a shotgun. But which one? There's the heavy, the automatic, and the striker shotgun. Do not pick the automatic shotgun. Imagine having a tac, but 6 times worse. So that's already out. So the heavy and the striker are pretty much the same, and I personally use the striker pump shotgun, but it's up to you guys. If you guys can hit your shots, then do pick the heavy shotgun. I made a whole video about it, which is linked in the description. Those are the 2 guns, you should always pick them up. And should you carry a Spider-Man mythics? In solos, I would say that you should, because of how useful they are to leave fights, go into fights. But in trios, I would not suggest picking them up, because, well, normally you can't find 3, but if you can find 3, then go ahead and pick them up. But because of the nerf of only having 20 uses in arena and tournaments, I personally do not use them. But what do I carry? I carry a striker and an SMG, and then I pick 3 heals, whichever ones I can find. The MK is also a good gun, which you should carry, but I like to carry 3 heals. Do not, and I repeat, do not pick up snipers, except if you can hit pretty much every shot, because they blank a lot, they take up a slot, and in general, they're just bad. But guys, if you guys can and know how to hit headshots every time, go ahead and pick them up and try them out, and let me know what you think of them. Alright guys, so how do you actually play the game? We've talked about everything, but how do you actually want to play your game? Well, this is depending on your skill level. First of all, you want to pick a drop spot. With your trio or as a solo, a drop that you pretty much will go every single time. And that's important. Make sure you know your drop spot. You can either pick somewhere where lots of people go if you're good at fighting, or you could pick somewhere where less people fight, well, or there's no one, uncontested, and get some placement points. But we pick contested because we're quite good at fighting, but you might not be the best. And if you do pick uncontested, I would make sure there's rifts nearby because it makes the next step a lot easier. What is the next step? Well, that is, if you don't want to fight, then go dead side. What is dead side? I'm going to make a video about that, but you can also search it up, but always go dead side. And when your new zone comes, go dead side again. What is dead side? There's not that many people that are dead side, so therefore when you do get into a fight, you pretty much will never get third partied. And if you really don't want to fight, then always go dead side, like I said, and go as far away dead side as you can, and wait till there's a 3v3, and then win the fight. But that's up to you. You have to win the fight. By doing this, if you do win the fight, you'll get 200 points in one game, not counting bus fare, of course. And if you do not win the fight, you'll still get around about 150 points every game, which is quite good. If you guys are not the best at fighting, then I do suggest using this. If not, you guys can go contested side, which is pretty much everywhere else but dead side, and fight teams. But do not push too hard because you don't want to die, of course. And also guys, this is for both of them, but mainly for people that don't want to fight, pick smart fights. Smart fights pretty much when you do 200 damage to one player in a team before you push, or you make sure a team only has 1 or 2 players before you push them. Alright guys, that will conclude the video. So if you did enjoy, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and let me know if you guys want me to make a video about any other topic by just leaving it down below, and I should try to make a video on it. I hope you guys did enjoy. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully you're Champions League now. After these 8 minutes, you should be Champions League. But do follow the tips, try to get to Champions League, let me know if it worked, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I've got nothing else to say. So, peace!